Greetings, my fellow dinosaur lovers. This is Dinosaur George. Why did your mother name you Dinosaur? Is a question I get from kids all over. It's because there were no other names available in my family because I have so many brothers and sisters. I'm Dinosaur George, answering the questions I get from around the world. This is show number 181, and the highlighted item for this show is item number 3717. It is a Spinosaurus. A Spinosaurus thumb claw. This is a pretty massive claw. This sells for $30. It is wickedly cool looking. You guys all know Spinosaurus has some pretty heavy duty claws. This is a big one. So if this is a replica, by the way, I do not ever sell authentic fossils. I only sell reproductions. So if you have an interest in adding something cool to your site or your collection, and if you like Spinosaurus, this is a great item. And again, it sells for $30. All right, let's get into it. Rene from Cologne, Germany. Hey, George, I just wanted to say, besides my question, that your endurance about answering the whole the creature versus creature question is huge and respectable because I think they're really annoying. Rene, I have to be honest. I don't have as much enjoyment answering those questions because it is pure speculation. It's simply my guess. Now, if somebody takes the time to write, and a lot of people want to know those things, so I know that they like it, and so I'll always answer it. It can become a little crazy, but you know, if that's what it takes to keep people interested, then that's what I'll do. But I got to admit, it can be wearing sometimes. All right, so here's my question. Who would win in a fight between... I made that up, he didn't say that. Do you think that plant-eating dinosaurs would eat meat in the first station of growing up? I don't really believe it because it would take unrealistic transformation of the metabolism and the organs. Hope you answer my question and have a nice day, Rene. Okay, Rene, what a great question. And you know, Rene, I said he. There are girls that also go by Rene, but I don't know if the spelling is necessarily. So I don't know, Rene, if male or female, but please don't be offended based on whichever one you are, but I just want to clear that up. Okay, yeah, I saw somebody say that animals might start off eating, some dinosaurs may have started off eating meat because of the protein levels that would have given them a boost. But I agree with you. Meat eating is generally not something small animals especially that don't have the digestive system can handle. Now, there are some herbivores that have been witnessed eating meat, hippos being one of them, but never the babies. I've never seen any baby ever eat meat. So I doubt very seriously if dinosaurs would have done that for your reason exactly. I think it would have been too difficult on the digestive system. So brilliant question. All right, Taylor from Altoona, Pennsylvania. Hey, Dinosaur George, I have a question regarding Tyrannosaurus. Sue is often regarded as the largest T-Rex at 12.3 meters and anywhere between 8 and 9 tons. What are the odds that T-Rex could grow larger? Thanks and all the best. Taylor, P.S. If you haven't visited the Carnegie Museum of Natural History in Pittsburgh, you should. Taylor, I love that museum. You know that when we were filming Jurassic Fight Club, we got to go in at night. I was in that museum by myself, not by myself with the entire film crew, but I was there by myself at night. I was able to walk, I felt like I was a 9-year-old little boy. Oh, it was the coolest thing in the world, man. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. So I love that museum and I hope to go back. Okay, what are the odds that, like for instance, Taylor talked about Celeste, the new T-Rex that's been found, that's being proposed to be larger. I answered this on another episode, and I do believe that Sue does not represent the biggest T-Rex that ever lived. Sue represents the biggest found so far. Do I believe that it could have gotten larger? Yes, I do believe Tyrannosaurus Rex could have gotten larger, and I base that solely on the idea, as few a T-Rexes that has ever been found, what is the possibility, what is the mathematical chance that we found the biggest that ever lived? I simply don't believe that's the case. So I do believe that there could be bigger ones out there, and maybe this one nicknamed Celeste could be one that is proven to be larger. All right, Lukas from Fredericksburg, Virginia. Hey, DG, I loved Jurassic Fight Club when I was little. Glad to hear that, man. My question is, how do we know with animals like Tyrannosaurus Rex that females are larger than males? Have a great day. Lukas, another good question. We don't. We don't know with any certainty that female T-Rexes were bigger than males because we found so few specimens, and of those few specimens, some didn't have anything that would lead us to believe that it was male or female. So we're making those assessments based on very limited evidence. I do believe that females may have grown bigger because we see that with modern predatory birds. The females, I think in all cases, are usually bigger. Not with all birds, but with predatory birds. So it may be possible, and that may be true, but I think we are not in a position to say definitively, with no question, females are larger. It's just something that I think we have become accustomed to saying based on the current information we have. All right, Andrew from Canada, from Alberta, Canada. Man, do I love it in your country, Andrew. Hi, George. This is like my first time doing something like this, and I hope my writing is good because I'm doing this on my tablet, and there have been errors before when I do this. Anyway, I wanted to get your opinion about this. Well, let me tell you, Andrew, your tablet's working fine. Doedicurus, I wanted to get your opinion on Doedicurus. If it curled up into a ball and rolled like modern-day armadillos. That's all, and thank you for getting the chance to read this, and take care. Thank you, Andrew. That's very kind of you. Take care of yourself too, my friend. Okay, Doedicurus is sort of that armadillo-like Pleistocene. I think he's Pleistocene critter from South America. No, he could not roll up into a ball based on what I know about him. And the reason why is because he does not have the segmented armor on his back that folds in on itself when he curls into a ball. If you look at an armadillo, you see those lines on its back, which are segmentations. They're not fused together. So it allows like the accordion effect. You know what I mean? It can flex because the armor isn't rigid. But with Doedicurus, my understanding is almost all of its back shell is fused in one piece, and therefore it does not have any sort of flexibility, and therefore it cannot. The most I think it could do was put its head down and pull its legs under its body and squat and hope that whatever bothered it went away. Okay, AJ, and by the way, Andrew, thank you for joining us for the first time. I'm glad you're here. All right, AJ from Shakopee, Minnesota. I think that Mosasaurs had venom. I mean, they are related to monitor lizards, Gila monsters, and bearded lizards, and they have venom. Okay, AJ, interesting concept. Did Mosasaurs have venom? Here's what I think. If you are in the water and you are venomous, the only way to get venom into your victim is to inject it. Gila monsters and bearded lizards, their venom comes from glands in their jaws, and when they bite, that venom runs down the back of the groove on the back of the tooth and is chewed into it. The problem with doing that in the water is all the venom washes away. You see what I mean? So you have to have hollow teeth to inject venom if you live in an aquatic environment. You simply can't spray venom through your mouth in the hopes that it goes into the wound, because the majority of it's going to wash away. So like sea snakes are venomous, but they have hollow fangs to inject the venom. Things like lionfish have venom, but they have hollow spines to inject the venom. So I don't know if Mosasaurs would have possessed that, because we know Mosasaurs do not have hollow teeth. So I don't know how they would have injected that venom into the particular prey. But AJ, it's an interesting hypothesis, and I'm glad you wrote. Finally, Arturo from Santiago, Chile. Hey, Mr. Blasting, I'm really glad that you're back answering questions on YouTube, and I have a couple that I would like to get your opinion. Well, Arturo, it's good to be back, buddy. First, there's a study that points out that dinosaurs were mesotherms, meaning neither warm or cold-blooded. And I remain skeptical about that. But then a new commentary on the study shows that it has mathematical issues, and dinosaurs might have been warm-blooded instead. What do you think? Also, do you think that the large theropods had lips? I hope you read this. I'm sorry for my English if it's bad, and all my best wishes. Arturo, your English is perfectly fine, and I understand everything you're saying. So, for your first question, were they warm-blooded, cold-blooded, or both? Some people believe there's something called gigantotherm, which is you are so big that your body maintains a body temperature, but you don't have the metabolism of of a warm blood. So in other words, sauropods could grow to those gigantic sizes, but they didn't have to eat as much because their body wasn't burning the energy to stay warm. Their sheer size created warmth through just mass. So I don't know if all dinosaurs would fit in the same category. But with you, I think they clearly were more warm-blooded, and I base that on predator-to-prey ratio. The ratio of carnivores to herbivores is very similar to modern-day predator-prey ratio in warm-blooded animals. Lions in Africa, there's not thousands of them because there can't be because they'd eat themselves out of existence. So there's also things like hip structure and stride length and motion and measuring tracks and measuring speed. The speeds that these dinosaurs seem to be walking lean more towards a warm-blooded speed and not cold. So I suspect that dinosaurs were probably more warm-blooded than cold. All right, that's it for this one. If you have any questions, go to my website or click on the link you see on my page. It'll take you right to the page. Also, while you're there, visit the website, go buy yourself one of those Spinosaurus claws. The reason I want you to buy that is because I am paying for 3 Ferraris, and that's a lot of expense. So that's a lot of Spino claws. You people, I'm totally making that up. I've only got 2 Ferraris. So anyway, go to my website, check out my page, and if you have a question, click on the Ask Dinosaur George page. Make your questions short and to the point. You have a better chance of them being read. Until again, I'll see you guys.